Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kevin Conklin here, and this is our preview for tonight's matchups in what should be a absolutely terrific card for us tonight. Today is May 8th. We have Mother's Day that's coming up in 2 days, and we also had Cinco de Mayo on the 5th. I want to also shout out happy birthday to Brian Dooley, turning 28 on Cinco de Mayo. That is a hell of an accomplishment, man. Glad you made it this far. Wasn't sure, really wasn't. Um, Before we get into the preview for our matchups tonight, we'll go through our sponsors. Our first one, as always, and been the most loyal. It's been Waffle House. It's been a great place to get drunk at 3 in the morning in the South. And then, of course, we have Smash Burger, every city's favorite burger. And then we also, as we've had every week since the quarantine, we've had Ted Seafood Reviews. Check out the.teddy.graham on Instagram every week for the exclusive lowdown on the best canned seafood out there. Not sure which one to buy. Everyone knows the rules. Go to Ted first to make such an important review. And without further ado, let's get into tonight's matchups. We have a little bit of a change-up. We've got only 2 N64 matches, and we have 4 GameCube matches. So only 2 N64, and we only got 4 GameCube. We got to get some more matches for the Melee characters because there's just too many of them. But let's get into our first match tonight. We've got Mario, Samus, Pikachu, and Jigglypuff at Peach's Castle. Kind of a weird map, like part of it I think comes in. It's like a haunted house that's like, an elevation of Mount Everest. It's way up there. It's a weird map. I'm not sure how any of them are even breathing up there, but they do. It's a video game. So I was 2-1, 2 for 1 last week in the N64 matches, so I cannot complain about the results there. I believe I was only 1 out of 3 in the Melee matches. But what's it called? Mario's technically home in this match, and I've not been impressed with Pikachu. I thought he was going to be a better character, but Pikachu has just not been as good as I thought Pikachu would be in the N64 matches. And you know what? I'm going to pick Samus. I've liked Samus from the start. Samus has been a really good player. I think one of the better N64 players. And I think in this map, Samus is going to have a chance and an opportunity to load up on the gun. And if she can load up on that gun, I think it's going to be very lethal in this map. I think she can kind of get away from the action, kind of load up, stay away, kind of play it safe, and end up getting a win. May not necessarily have the most kills, but have an opportunity to at least stay in the game and hang around. I think that's what Samus does better than any of them. So I'm going to go with Samus in the first match. Second match, we got Captain Falcon, Donkey Kong, Luigi, and Kirby. It is a random map. We do not know where it's going to be held. I think it's a great matchup. I think there's a lot of good competitors in here. DK, as bad as DK has played in the N64 matchup, I'm not going to count him out here. The key with this map is going to be... is it going to be a bigger map or if it's a smaller map? If it's a smaller map, Kirby has the automatic advantage because of how well Kirby can recover from big hits. And compared to Donkey Kong and Falcon and Luigi, Kirby's recovery is fantastic. But if you have a bigger map, if you have a Hyrule Temple, or if you have a map maybe like Mushroom Kingdom, it might not give Kirby as much of an advantage, but you're talking about a smaller map. I think Kirby has a distinct advantage. But Luigi did not win a match last week. Luigi has been one of the best players, if not the best player in both platforms. I'm going to go with Luigi here. I just think Luigi cannot go 2 weeks in a row with not winning a match. Luigi does not have a match. I believe Luigi does not have a match. No, Luigi has the only match tonight, so I'm going to go with Luigi here. I think it's going to be a slugfest between him and Captain Falcon. Falcon's also been a very good player, but I'm going to take Luigi here in match number 2. Please also enjoy Date the Races and Bowser's Big Blast, as I cannot talk about it. I will not discuss. All I know is, don't look away from the televisions, ladies and gentlemen. It is a fucking treat, and it always is, and it's going to be great tonight, but I cannot discuss anymore. It's a conflict of interest as we head into match 3, which is not an N64 match. It is a Melee match, and it is a Mother's Day theme. We've got the women. We've got Peach, Zelda, Samus, and the Ice Climbers. And it will be a 6-minute KO with fire, flowers, and lipsticks. So whoever has the most kills, it is not about, deaths, not about, stock. It is about who has the most kills. And the question is really on everybody's mind is, will Zelda turn into Sheik more often. And in my opinion, if Sheik is very, very present in this match and Zelda can use that advantage to turn into her alter ego, then I really think Sheik has a really good chance of winning. The speed, the skill, I just love the way Sheik fights. Zelda is not a good fighter. So if Zelda is smart, I think she should turn into Sheik pretty much as instantly as soon as she gets revived. And Peach has been incredible, and I don't want to say she's doomed in this match, but I think I like Sheik. I like Zelda. I think it's an upset pick. I think if you're looking for good odds, I think if you're looking for a good payback, if you bet some favorites, bet Zelda and Sheik here and get a really quality player and get great value for it in a pick. And I just also think with a lot of Fire Flowers, like the Ice Climbers can't get two Fire Flowers and do dual wield. Like they have to share one. So like if one's holding the fire, then what's the other one doing? She can't fight. So I think the Ice Climber is at a disadvantage with the Fire Flower. Plus fire and ice. Fire was always good against ice in Pokemon. I can't see that not changing in the Melee version. So I'm going to go with Zelda. I like the pick here, and I like the value. We head into our fourth match of the night. We've got Yoshi, Peach, Dr. Mario, and Bowser on Mute City. First map, I love Mute City. It was one of my favorite maps as a kid. Peach on the card twice. Congratulations. Whose dick did she have to suck to get on the card twice? Rusty, do you have an answer for us? But it also says Hyrule on the card, and it's Mute City, but the picture says Mute City. So that's what I'm going by here, because if it was Hyrule, I'd be picking Bowser. Because Bowser could stick around on the bottom and hang around and be at 300% HP and somehow win. But if it's Mute City, I do not take Bowser on a map like that where you need to be quick and you need to have a lot of good jumping ability, which Bowser does not have. That's why I'm going to go with Yoshi. I know Peach has been a great player, and the fact that I've had two opportunities to take Peach, I didn't take advantage of it, but I'm going to go with Yoshi. I think Yoshi's the fastest character in this matchup. Also, never doubt Yoshi, because we've done it before, and Yoshi has always surprised all of us. So I'm going to go with Yoshi. I think Yoshi has the best speed out of any of these characters, and I think it's going to be a really good matchup for Yoshi. Great map for him in this one. We have matchup number 5, which is a loaded card, ladies and gentlemen. We got Falco, Roy, Marth, and Pichu. It's good to see Roy and Marth. Good to see Falco. Not great to be Pichu. Pichu is fucking horrible. If you bet Pichu, you just threw away $5 fucking dollars. Okay? Oh, I want the odds. Yeah, you don't. If you don't win, and Pichu doesn't win, then you're not gonna make any fucking money. You might as well burn a $5 bill if you're gonna bet Pichu tonight. I'm not even kidding. Pichu's the worst character of the game. What a fucking joke. You could have put anybody in there. You could have put Wario. You could have put fucking Sonic. I know that was in the later games, but you put Pichu? What a fucking joke. I'm sorry. Anyway, Marth is faster, but Roy's stronger. But they've underperformed. And honestly, I love Falco and Fox in this game. And I'm going to go with Falco here. Due for its first win, only second place in only other one of his matches that he's had. I love Falco in this game. He's a great combination. A little more powerful than Fox, but he's still got good speed. And he's a great player. I'm going to go with Falco here. And I think he just edges out Roy and Marth. Pichu just fucking sucks. That's all I'm going to say. And finally, we have our final match of the night. We've got Pika, we've got Ness, we've got Donkey Kong, and we've got Mr. Game & Watch in a coin party, which I think this is supposed to be a Cinco de Mayo theme with the party balls looking like, it could be like a piñata. But I can't confirm that, but that's going to be a guess here. The last coin match was really close. If you haven't seen the coin matches, it really just does come down to who survives at the end. Because if you die, you lose half your coins. So as long as you stay alive, it doesn't matter how many kills you get, I think. As long as you stay alive, you will keep your coins. And it really will be about who's the strongest character and who can hold on, who has the highest HP. And in my opinion, that is Donkey Kong. He is far above the other ones. I picked Donkey Kong last week, and Donkey Kong just lost in that map on Yoshi's Island there, where the map kind of went in, so I thought DK would have an advantage. Did take advantage of it, though. And I think Donkey Kong is due. I think he's a better Melee player than he is a regular N64 player. That's why I'm going to go with Donkey Kong here. What could be an upset pick, but I think he can get good value with Donkey Kong, and I think he could stay around in the coin match. And, while the others are trying to get the food to try to keep their health at a certain level, Donkey Kong doesn't need to do that as much, and he could kind of, bash the fuck out of the other three. So I'm going to go with Donkey Kong here, but I think Game & Watch will keep it close because he's been a very surprisingly good player. So, with our final picks, we've got match number 1, I'm going to go with Samus. Match number 2, I'm going to go with Luigi. Match number 3, I'm going to go with Zelda. Match number 4, I'm going to go with Yoshi. Match number 5, I'm going to go with Falco. And match number 6, I'm going to go with Donkey Kong. So that is your preview for our fights. It is May the 8th. And I hope you guys enjoy. Have a great night. And we'll talk to you next week.